Hey there football fans, and welcome back to Footy Today, where we bring you the latest football news from around the world. Today, our stories are: Manchester City's FFP case is set to have a ruling any day soon, with Premier League clubs ready to challenge if Manchester City win the case. Then we'll move on to Brighton, who are scouting and preparing a bid for another South American hidden talent. And lastly, we have some lighter news where Juventus fans are demanding a refund for a player they purchased from Newcastle United. The stories that we are discussing, if they interest you, we have pasted the full article links in the description box below. So let's get started. A verdict of the Man City versus the Premier League FFP case is imminent and could be announced any day now. The hearing finished towards the end of November and is consistently being reported that a verdict is due this month. Now, a new detailed report has emerged from the iPaper. They have gathered the thoughts from legal experts on the situation, claiming the decision around City's 130 charges will be the starting pistol for another prolonged battle. It is noted that the verdict is expected to drop really shortly, with it warned that the aftershocks are almost certain to extend into next season or even beyond. Now, legal experts have been talking to the iPaper, and they have said that any verdict to this case will start another prolonged battle in the courts, with the hearing itself split into two parts. The prospect of any lengthy appeals that would slow any resolution to a case that feels massive for the future of English football. On the prospect of a City win, one Premier League executive expects the short-term result will be carnage. Some of the charges relate to non-cooperation, refusing to comply with elements of the investigation, and those could be less difficult to prove. City, for their part, have always pointed out that the original Football League's revelations prompted these charges were through illegal hacking. A Premier League executive spoke and said, "I don't think the roof comes in a straight away or anything. It is significantly weakens the Premier League's hand on the rules. Would the whole financial fair play be edited if Manchester City win? We'll have to wait and see. But all I know is that this case is far from over." Now, moving on to our next story. South America has proven to be a happy hunting ground for Brighton in recent years. Players of the caliber of Alexis McAllister, Moises Caicedo, and Julio Enciso have all been lured to the Amex Stadium and made into Premier League stars. Now it appears the Seagulls have identified another player with huge potential who they believe can follow in the footsteps of the above-mentioned stars. According to reports in Argentina, defensive midfielder Milton Delgado is firmly on Brighton's transfer radar, claiming the club are following his developments and situation at the hot club Boca Juniors. Now, the 19-year-old is a product of Boca's youth system. He's made 21 first-team appearances following his debut last March. The Argentina under-20 international has established himself as a regular this season. While Delgado is under contract until December 2028, it is understood the club's hierarchy want to tie him down to a new contract, as they will put a major big release clause in case Premier League clubs come sniffing. Boca Juniors manager Fernando Gago sang the praises of the teenager. He said he's coming from a lot of growth, both in football and personally. I think he's in a good moment in general. It's not only Brighton that are sniffing around the player, also teams from the MLS are interested. Now, one club in particular, Inter Miami, who is managed by Javier Mascherano, an Argentina legend, he is also linked with him. So if Brighton want to sign the player, they better act fast. Now, on to our last story. Juventus lost 4-0 over the weekend to Atlanta, and their title hopes seem to have disappeared. The fans went onto X to vent their frustration and anger, with new signing Lloyd Kelly bearing most of the criticism. Newcastle United shifted the defender on during the winter transfer window just 7 months after signing him on a free transfer from Bournemouth. The deal, initially on loan, is set to be made permanent at the end of the season. Newcastle World understand the £20 million obligation clause becomes active should Juventus qualify for any UEFA competition this season. As it stands, despite being battered on home soil last night, the Serie A giants sit in 4th position in the table. There might be Juventus fans secretly hoping that the club doesn't qualify for Europe following the disaster class from Kelly. Kelly's performance was panned by high-profile Juventus accounts on social media. One user wrote, "Juventus actually spent money on Lloyd Kelly. How is he even in Serie A? a loan starting for Juventus is generally sad and says a lot. Although the deal is yet to be finalised, another demanded a refund from Newcastle before questioning the transfer fee. The Post read, "If you sign Lloyd Kelly for more than 300,000 euros, you deserve this, by the way. Actually, this is the most mind-boggling signing I've ever seen. This guy is just not good enough." And there we have it. There are our stories for today. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it'll help our channel out greatly. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.